Lolly-ho internet, this is the Orpig coming to you, and today I wanted to do a video on abs. It seems like everybody has a video about abs. Everybody wants to capitalize on 5 secrets to abs. Everybody wants great abs, so it's the #1 research thing. Alright, so let's go with number 1. First off, I read there's a great article back in the day, and it still holds true today, and that is everybody has great abs. What? You already got great abs. Why you need to go to the gym? Okay, so we all have great abs because from the time that we're born, you use your abs. You use your abs just to stand upright. You use your abs right now while I'm sitting down. I am using ab muscles to sit up straight. I went to see my wife's family, and she has a niece, I guess, with a little baby. And so looking at this little baby, they're crawling around, they're using their abs. They're basically doing planks the whole time, right? You use your abs when you talk, you use your abs when you walk, when you run. Everything uses your abs. Okay, so how come you don't have a six-pack? You do have a six-pack. You have a six-pack right now, but you have fat that is covering it up. Just like bodybuilders drop all kind of weight before they go on stage to try to show as much as they can that muscle and that definition, the same thing holds true with your abs. You have to lose the weight. And of course, you know, the last place you lose weight is around your abs, so it's the hardest to get. But that's why you got all these little thin people who maybe never worked out, or maybe they work out a little bit and all of a sudden they got abs. All of a sudden they got a six-pack, and that's what everybody wants. Everybody goes crazy over a six-pack. But the thing is, you have to lose the fat to see those abs. So that is the hardest part. That's what nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to say that it's all about your diet and about cutting down your calories and thinning out and losing that fat. Everybody wants to tell you, no, you got to do this exercise, or you got to do that exercise. You got to take my magic pill. You got to do my things. You got to watch my magic video to find out how you get six-pack abs, because look at me. Ooh, I got six-pack abs. So that's the biggest myth, and that's the biggest truth about abs, is that we all have abs. You just can't see them because of the fat. Now, if you work out your abs, yeah, you're going to be able to see them before, because it's going to start to poke through, because what? You're growing the muscle, and just like you grow your biceps, your shoulders, your chest, or anything, and it starts to come out and it starts to form, even though you have fat underneath. The same thing holds true with your abs. Okay, so that you're gonna start to see them a little sooner. You won't have to lose as much weight to see them if you build them up, but at the same time, it all comes down to your diet. All right, your core. Okay, so not just everybody thinks of your abs like the center, but you remember you got your obliques as well, your side abs, all the way around to, I include even the lower back. Okay, that's your core. This low area right here is your core, and that is essential for working out, for good health. That is essential for everything, is having a good core. If you want to squat, if you want to deadlift, even if you want to bench press, you got to have a good core. So it's important that you work it out. I'm not saying you got to kill it, but it's important that you work it out. Okay, if you choose to work out your abs, which you should, because you should build up your core, you should have a strong core. Even though you work it every day, you should build up your core. And that's why they say you don't need a rest day, okay, with abs. You can work out abs every single day. Why? Because you already do work your abs every single day. No matter what you do, you are working your abs every single day. It might be a small amount, and you might want to increase that intensity, but you can work them out every day, because your body, from the time you're born to now, has been working out your abs every day. So it's used to it, okay? It's accustomed to it. It knows it can recover fast. When you hit your abs, you want to make sure you hit all points of your abs. So you've got the upper abs, which are very easy to hit. This is what everybody hits, okay? When you do your crunches or anything to do with that, this is always what we think of as the upper abs, because that's what you hit. Your harder abs to hit are always going to be your obliques, your sides, as well as your lower abs, okay? All these fitness models and stuff, they all judge each other by their lower abs, because that's how those are harder to hit, and those are generally overlooked by the general public and by everybody else. The lower abs are much harder to hit, so they're overlooked. And then you got your obliques, which a lot of people, again, don't care about, because you think of abs, they just think of doing their rockers, their crunches, everything with just this motion, right? Going down, you know, elbows to knees. That's all they think of, and that's upper abs. And you have to make sure that you do total abs. So I'm sure my thumbnail is probably going to be me showing my abs. I don't have the greatest abs, absolutely not. I was a giant fat guy. I will never have lower abs. Okay, if you don't know anything about losing weight or about loose skin, then you'll just think I guess I'm a sick fat guy or whatever. But 300 pounds of skin at the bottom, I'll never be able to have low abs, no matter how much I work them. So that's me. So if you don't like it, take it or leave it. I don't care. It don't bother me. But I know I have strong lower abs because I know how to do a complete workout. So these are some of my favorite exercises to do. Take it or leave it. Don't bother me none. My first one is, again, from an old article I read a while back, and that is the bicycle. So the bicycle is when you lay flat down and you hold your feet, you elevate your feet 6 inches, and you bring your left leg up and you try to touch with your right elbow. So you come up into a crunch and you try to touch that left knee. Then that leg goes back straight. You come back straight. The right leg comes up and your left elbow comes down to the knee. Why is this such a good exercise? Well, it works your total core of your abs, okay? So you are hitting your obliques when you're twisting your upper body. You're doing your lower abs by bringing your legs straight down and straight up. That puts that strain on those lower abs to bring that up. The study that I saw said that they hooked up like electrodes, I guess it would be called, to the different sections of the ab muscles on the individuals and had them work out, had them do all kind of different ab exercises, from crunches to bicycles to many other things. And they found the totality of all the numbers and everything to get the most workout was the bicycle. Now recently I've read articles and I see people that I admire and look up to, and they say don't do the bicycle. The bicycle is like horrible. It's one of the worst exercises you can do. Do these exercises instead. Everybody's different. Everybody has different opinions. Does it put a strain on your lower back? Absolutely. You know what else puts a strain on your lower back? Deadlifting, hyperextensions, all that stuff puts a strain on your lower back, okay? Russian twists, which I'm going to talk about later, those puts a strain on your lower back. So take it or leave it. If you got a bad lower back, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. And if it hurts in the wrong way, don't do it, okay? But to immediately disqualify an exercise because you say that is dangerous to you or you don't like it, to me, that's where we get opinionated, okay? And this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion I'm giving it. Take it or leave it. Throw it out. I don't care. But I love the bicycle. I don't do it every time I do abs, and I don't do abs every day. I do abs once to twice during my routine, okay, depending on how I'm feeling. But I rotate around the bicycle. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But I make sure that I incorporate in my routine. And look, it's not about just knocking it out for me. Matter of fact, good buddy, exercise guy, just posted today about doing pause squats, okay? Same thing with the bicycle, same thing with your ab workout. There's no rush to hurry up and get as many as you can and use momentum and knock them out. I like to bring my leg up and slowly turn and torque and feel that burn. Come back, bring my right leg up, slowly turn and torque, okay? Make sure you extend your legs all the way out because that's what's working your lower abs. You see these people, they take their leg, right, and from straight to bent, and then they just do this. No, push it all the way back out, right? Just like when we work out and form overweight and you get the full movement, same thing when you do the bicycle, the full movement. Extend that leg all the way back out, come all the way back to a straight position, then come all the way up and all the way down. Don't just maintain a crunched position and go left, right, left, right, left, right as fast as you can. You're not getting the full benefit. So you need to come down and then up, and then down and then up. And the same thing with your leg, all the way out, all the way back. So that's one of my favorite. The next one that is something new I've discovered that I didn't do the first time I worked out is called the Russian twist, which I do it on a decline. You can also do it sitting up, but you basically don't get a weight, okay? The first time I did this exercise, no weight, because it was hard. I had to, you have to build up these new muscles that you've never used before. And when you do a different exercise, a lot of times, my wife hates when I start new exercises with her because they suck. Okay, they're not any fun because you've never done them before. And even though you might be working the same body part as the main body part, you are using little bitty different muscles for stabilization that you've never used before. So different movements, okay? And that makes a difference. You're going to be weaker. It's going to feel different, and you're probably going to be sore. Why? Because you shocked the muscle. So the Russian twist is don't grab a weight, but you hold your legs up, or if you're at a decline, you just maintain that I guess you would be parallel, so you're not all the way laying down at the decline, but you're holding yourself to where you're parallel with the ground, and then you just twist left to right, left to right. Now I use a weight, okay? So if you can, use a 5-pound weight and slowly move up, but you twist left to right, okay? And it's not about moving your legs, it's about moving your upper body. So you're moving left and you're moving right, just back and forth, and that really works the obliques and gives you that little shape in the front on your sides, okay? Not necessarily down the middle and to get each little pack, but it gives you your sides, your obliques, and those are just as important. And then the last thing I want to say is the way I was taught, and I'm not saying this is correct, I might got the wrong information, but again, the core, I believe in the full body, the full lower body. I believe in a lower back. And I was told, hey, if you get a lower back, if you tighten those muscles in the lower back, those are going to act like a girdle almost and just kind of squeeze those love handles to the back. And it made sense to me. Is it true? Probably not. I mean, you're not squeezing fat, right? Again, the best thing if you want to lose love handles is a diet. So for my lower back, I like to do hyperextensions. Okay, that's where you lock your legs in and you hold yourself at basically a 45-degree angle and you drop down and then you pull yourself up. But any kind of lower back exercise, deadlifts, straight leg deadlifts, good mornings where you put the barbell on your back and you just bend over and then come up, anything to work your lower back is good for your abs as well. Why? Because it's working that entire core, and that is important to good health. That's important to good abs, is your entire core. All right, I went a little bit long. I'm sorry about that, but if you like the video, be sure you like, subscribe. I'm the Orpig, and I'll see you again another time. Bye. All right, if you stuck around, it's time for another What's on My Set List? So today's song is a 80s song by Huey Lewis and the News called Hip to Be Square. I like it because, number one, it's in a good movie that I enjoy called American Psycho with Christian Bale, who was in phenomenal shape for this movie. And the scene where he kills an individual while rattling off a review to Huey Lewis and the News is just superb. It's one of the best scenes. There's also a good line in the song saying, I work out every day and watching what I eat, which should hold true to all of us who are gym pigs. So it's a good song. You'll feel like you're in one of those collages to movies while you're working out with this song playing. If you're old like me and you've seen those movies, you know they have those parts in movies where they start playing a song, whether it's Rocky or anything else, and they're showing different cutscenes of them working out, doing different exercises while they play this track. And that's how you're gonna feel when you're at the gym, like you're part of that track, you're part of those scenes of this individual working out. So it's a fun song, it's an old song, but it's still great to have in your set list to just pop up in the middle of all your rock and rap and everything. So check it out, links in the description. Bye.